Hey everybody, and welcome back to 3COG. So today, going to talk about the tactical games, the gear that I plan on wearing, and I'm looking for recommendations as well. So for those of you who don't know, tactical games is a CrossFit slash shooting competition where you engage in a bunch of physical challenges and you have shooting afterwards. So you get your heart rate up, you get some muscle fatigue, and then you got to make hits. So it's a competition I've been interested in for a while. Now I'm training for it, and I plan on going in September. So for gear, so some of it's pretty basic. I'm going to wear regular hiking shoes. I like Merrell's. I'm going to be wearing combat pants. I'm going to be wearing my regular gun belt, which I've had for a while, and I've done videos about what's all on this. For the pistol, I'll be using a Smith & Wesson M&P 9 2.0, probably my 5-inch frame with my compact slide and barrel, because my compact has a red dot on it, but I want the benefit of a full-size frame. So that, and then for the rifle, I'm building one specifically for this. You know, that Recce rifle right there weighs a ton. I would not want to run and carry with that for, you know, longer distances and everything. And a lighter weight rifle is really the name of the game for tactical games. So looking for suggestions on that. And basically I'm bouncing between a high-end LPVO, so like a Vortex Razor, either 1-8 or 1-10, or running like an EOTech 5x magnifier and red dot. So red dot magnifier combo or higher end LPVOs. Question, especially if you've ever shot in tactical games, I would love to hear your experience. I'd love to talk with you offline just about how it went for you and what you experienced and what issues you figured out with your gear. So Kit Badger had some really good videos about tactical games and about gear and everything else, and he's one of the most recent channels to get slammed by YouTube for content. Oh yeah, I forgot, for YouTube. I'm a firearm safety instructor, active duty military. I'm on private property with my private property, and I'm complying with all the rules, including magazine limits and everything else, so please don't demonetize me, bro. Alright, so I'm building a rifle for that. Looking for suggestions in regard to the optics setup. Considering going with a carbon fiber M-LOK forend for weight savings, along with a pencil weight barrel, because I don't think the rate of fire is high enough to worry about really cooking that barrel. So I'm considering carbon fiber M-LOK forend, pencil weight barrel, probably like a 14.5 with a pinned and welded muzzle device, or a 13.7, 13.9 with a pinned and welded muzzle device on it. I'm going to run a SOP Mod B5 stock, because that's what I run on everything. Yeah, and then my vest. So for my vest, I'm running the RTS Slick low profile carrier. And I have another vest, and the reason I'm using this instead is because it is slick. There's nothing on the front, and you've got the ability to hold magazines in the cummerbund area and everything like that. And the requirement for tactical games is that you run five rifle mags and 5 pistol mags at all time. So this gives me a slicker way of carrying it, along with my regular S-Tac, Kiwi, whatever, mag pouches, which I've used for years, and they're my favorite mag pouch. So I'll be reloading off of my belt. Sorry, I just got done with a run. It was a little rainy and cold out there. So I'll be running my reloads off the belt, and then I'll have the required gear on my vest as well. So if I need to reload, I can off my vest as well. But the other thing I want to talk about are my plates. So I'm using the, what are they? The ice plate from, I believe, Core. Right, so these are plates that you fill up with water, put them in the freezer. Like, I just keep my whole vest in the freezer now. And then it freezes and it cools your body while you're PTing and whatnot. But to make weight requirement, which is 15 pounds for a male, I had to plus this up a little bit. So there's an article, and I'll link it in the description, on how to do it. And that's pretty much how I did it, where you measure out some steel BBs and you epoxy them to the front of the plate. and then you let that dry for like 2 days, and then you fill up the rest with water, seal it up, and this is what you're actually running. And those metal BBs held in place by the epoxy are what lets you make weight. So far so good on that. Done a couple runs with this. The cooling is interesting. It's not like freezing or anything, but it is definitely cooler. That's supposed to be good for anabolic reasons and blah 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 stuff that people who are smarter than me figured out. So I'm just trying it out, and so far so good. If you're doing this thinking that you're going to save some money in regard to just buying steel workout plates, you're not. They're right about the same cost for the weight. Like I said, my vest has to weigh 15 pounds, and my vest as is weighs 15.75 pounds. So I'm good to go on that front. And it is a pretty decent vest. Like, it's a slick, compact, pretty compact package. This is the large, extra large. They only have 2 sizes, small, medium, and large, extra large. That's the large, extra large. I don't know if I could have fit in the small, medium, but this is like a hair too big for me, and I've had to tighten up pretty much everything all the way. My shoulder straps are in all the way. Waistband is basically tight. So that's the gear I'm running. So questions for anybody who's ever actually done the tactical games, or if anybody who's running it can answer these questions. So A, are my plates legal? Like, are my plates allowed? They meet weight. It doesn't matter if they're frozen or not frozen. My vest meets weight. So I think I'm good on that front, but I have not seen any confirmation on that. The optic question of LVPO versus magnifier and red dot. Does anybody sound off in the comments? Tell me what you think is a better option for that, given the nature of this competition. I have not seen any videos of anybody shooting past like 250 yards. So maximum magnification is not as big of a concern as speed of acquiring targets and stuff like that. But if I did go the LVPO route, I would go high-end LVPO like Vortex Razor, either a 1-8 or a 1-10. So that's what I'm considering on that front. I think that's it for like gear questions. I'm running Safariland level 3 retention holster because I don't want my gun to fall out. So you cannot, one thing to clarify, you cannot run an offset red dot for the tactical games. For whatever reason, I think that's kind of a silly rule, but it's a game, there's rules, whatever. So I can't run a like Vortex Razor 1-10 and then have an offset Holosun on the side. That's not allowed. So it's one or the other for that setup. So that's it. That's where I'm at right now with gear and all that. If you have any feedback, questions, or if you've done it before, I would love some answers from somebody who's run the tactical games before. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time on 3COG. More videos on this topic to come.